Picture this. You're standing at cruise security, watching a $75 bottle of your favorite tequila get confiscated while a line of 200 people judges you silently. That was me. And these are the 10 things I wish someone had told me to leave at home. 10. Candles and incense. Let's start with something that seems totally innocent, your favorite lavender candle or that incense you burn to relax. Here's the deal. Cruise ships are essentially floating cities made of steel, wood, and highly flammable materials. One unattended candle in a cabin can turn into a ship-wide emergency in minutes. Cruise lines ban all candles, incense, and anything with an open flame because fire at sea is literally every captain's worst nightmare. The Costa Concordia disaster? Part of that chaos involved fire hazards. These ships have sophisticated smoke detection systems, and if your vanilla-scented candle triggers an alarm, you're not just getting a slap on the wrist. You could face fines up to $500 and possible removal at the next port. I get it. You want your cabin to smell nice instead of ocean. But trust me, bring a plug-in air freshener or just deal with it. Fire safety isn't negotiable when you're surrounded by nothing but water. Number 9. Power strips and extension cords. This one crushed me because I'm that person who travels with a laptop, tablet, phone, camera, and portable charger. Here's what I didn't know. Most cruise cabins have exactly 1 or 2 outlets, total, for your entire cabin. So naturally, I packed a power strip. Big mistake. Cruise lines ban standard power strips and extension cords because they can overload the ship's electrical system and create fire hazards. But here's the insider tip. You can bring a non-surge protected power strip or a USB charging hub. The key word is non-surge protected. Surge protectors can interfere with the ship's electrical grid in ways that could damage their systems. I had to throw away a perfectly good surge protector at security. Learn from my $25 mistake. Check your power strip. If it has surge protection, leave it home. If it's just a basic splitter, you're golden. Number 8. Irons and steamers. Okay, confession time. I'm that person who irons their t-shirts. So when I packed for formal night on the cruise, I threw in my travel steamer without a second thought. You can probably guess what happened next. Cruise lines ban all irons and clothes steamers because, surprise, surprise, they're fire hazards. Those heating elements get incredibly hot, and if left unattended on a wooden desk or near curtains, you've got a recipe for disaster. But here's what nobody tells first-timers. Most cruise ships have self-service laundry rooms with irons available, or you can pay for valet pressing services. Yes, it's expensive, like $5 to $10 per item, but it's cheaper than having your steamer confiscated and having to buy wrinkle release spray at cruise ship gift shop prices. My formal night photos? I look like I slept in that suit. Embrace the wrinkles or budget for pressing services. Those are your options. Number 7. Drones. This one actually shocked me. Drones are completely banned on cruise ships, and I mean completely. You can't fly them from the ship, you can't fly them in port, and many cruise lines won't even let you bring them on board to use at destinations. Here's why. Privacy concerns, safety risks, and liability. Imagine a drone losing signal and crashing into the ship's navigation equipment, or worse, hitting another passenger. Plus, many ports and private islands have their own drone restrictions. I saw a guy at security nearly cry when they told him his $1,500 DJI drone had to stay at the port terminal for the entire week. Some cruise lines will store it for you, others make you figure it out yourself. Either way, you're not getting those epic aerial shots of the ship. If drone photography is essential to your vacation, research your specific cruise line's policy. Some allow them to be stored and used at specific ports, but most major lines, Royal Caribbean, Carnival, Norwegian, have outright bans. Number 6. Alcohol beyond the limits. All right, let's talk about the rule everyone tries to bend. Most cruise lines allow you to bring 1 bottle of wine or champagne per adult on embarkation day. That's it, 1. And definitely no hard liquor.
I watched security confiscate an entire case of beer from a guy who thought he could sneak it through in his luggage. Spoiler alert, they X-ray everything. Those bottles you thought were hidden in your shoes, they see them. That water bottle filled with vodka, they know. Here's the real kicker. Confiscated alcohol isn't returned at the end of your cruise. It's destroyed or sometimes donated. That $200 worth of tequila you tried to smuggle, gone. Plus, if you're caught trying to hide alcohol, cruise lines can deny you boarding entirely, and they keep your money. My advice, budget for the drink package or pay as you go. Yes, cruise drinks are expensive, $12 to $15 for cocktails, but getting caught smuggling booze will cost you way more than just buying drinks on board. Number 5. Weapons and self-defense items. This seems obvious, but you'd be surprised what people try to bring. Cruise lines ban all weapons, including pocket knives, box cutters, and even those tiny Swiss Army knives you use for opening packages. But here's the one that catches people off guard. Pepper spray and tasers. I know, you're thinking self-defense, but cruise ships are considered international waters, and these items are classified as weapons. If security finds pepper spray in your bag, you're not getting it back, and depending on the port clause, you might be facing legal issues. I get the safety concern, especially if you're traveling solo, but cruise ships have security teams, cameras everywhere, and locked cabin doors. Leave the self-defense items at home. If you're really worried, book interior cabins on higher decks and use the buddy system. Number 4. Hot plates and cooking appliances. This one hits different for budget travelers and snack enthusiasts. Cruise lines ban all heating appliances, hot plates, electric kettles, rice cookers, toaster ovens, the works. I get the logic. You're paying for all-inclusive dining, but maybe you want 2 a.m. ramen in your cabin, or you have dietary restrictions and want to prepare your own meals. Unfortunately, cruise lines see any heating element as a fire risk, and they're not wrong. I understand the empathy, but be firm. I watched a college kid lose his electric kettle at security and nearly lose his mind. "But I just want tea," he protested. Security didn't care. The ship provides hot water at the buffet 24/7, and room service can bring you hot beverages, for a fee, of course. If you have specific dietary needs, contact the cruise line before sailing. They're actually pretty accommodating with advance notice. But don't try to be a renegade chef in your cabin. Number 3. Sports equipment. Planning to practice your swing at port? Want to bring your own snorkel gear? Think again. Cruise lines ban most sports equipment, and this includes golf clubs, surfboards, baseball bats, hockey sticks, and even some fishing gear. The reasoning is multi-layered. Storage space is limited, these items can be used as weapons in altercations, and they pose safety risks in rough seas. That surfboard you packed? In rough Atlantic waters, it becomes a projectile that could seriously injure someone. My advice is most cruise lines partner with excursion companies that provide equipment. Want to golf in Bermuda? Book through the cruise line and clubs are provided. Snorkeling in the Caribbean? They've got gear, though I recommend bringing your own mask and snorkel for hygiene reasons. Small lighters are usually fine. It's the big stuff that gets flagged. Number 2. Illegal substances and CBD products. All right, let's be crystal clear here. Cruise lines have zero tolerance policies for illegal drugs, and this includes marijuana and CBD products, even if they're legal in your home state or the port you're visiting. I cannot stress this enough. CBD is banned on cruise ships. Even that CBD oil you use for anxiety or pain management. Even those CBD gummies that are totally legal, man. Cruise lines follow federal maritime law and international regulations, not state laws. Never get caught with drugs on a cruise ship doesn't just mean confiscation. It means detainment in the ship's brig, immediate removal at the next port, often in a foreign country, and potential criminal charges. I've seen people marched off ships in handcuffs. Don't be that person. If you rely on CBD or medical marijuana, talk to your doctor about alternatives before sailing. The cruise line's medical center can help with some prescriptions, but they will not accommodate cannabis products. Period. Number 1. hammocks and over-door organizers. And the number one banned item that surprises first-time cruisers, over-door organizers and hammocks. I know, it seems harmless. You want to maximize your tiny cabin space, but cruise lines ban anything that hangs over doors or attaches to walls because they damage the ship's fixtures. Those over-door shoe organizers with metal hooks, they scratch paint and dent metal. Hammocks on balconies, they stress railings and can actually be dangerous in high winds. Even command strips and adhesive hooks are often prohibited because they leave residue that's expensive to remove.